Hi, it's Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com with another match with Warriors. Might as well keep playing if we're winning. So, yes, we'd like to play first. I think that this is a mulligan. We can't keep this hand, especially on the draw. Two lands, of course, have been fine with double Chief of the Edge, double Hordechiefs. Just need to drop one of these cards for one land and to be ideal. So we'll mulligan this, and this is fine. It's a little bit slow. I think that we will start off with a Caves and a Shambling. But this one we can put on bottom. I think I'd rather, instead of being aggressive, we'd rather find some lands here. We'll be plenty aggressive with the Mardu Woe-Reaper. Really liking the way this deck starts off with early damage and then it gets them down to pretty decently low life and uses finishers like Brutal Hordechief and Secure the Waste when they think that they're stabilized. Won a lot of games by our opponents basically attacking in and not having enough blockers through an end of turn Secure the Waste. Such a great card. That's why we're running 4 of, and that is why there's 24 lands in this deck. So it's going to be a Temur deck. I am scared of Temur. Temur is something that can easily go bigger than us. I wanted to build a deck with the Savage Knuckleblade and not Collective Company, but the 6 mana, I think he's a 6/5 that goes in tutors a 3-drop. Because I'm thinking Rattleclaw is the best 3-drop right now in the format. Maybe there's also adding Wide into the mix. You can go get the Mantis Rider. I think those are the best 2 drops to get. Maybe even Death Mist Raptor in that. But I want that. That Origins Mythic, I think, needs some love. Can't remember what the card is called at the moment. 6/5 Beast that goes in tutors, a non-legendary 3-drop. Puts it into play, too. There's a Sheevan Reef. See if it's, this is most likely going to be the 2/2 Death Toucher. Just a Rattleclaw. So we'll attack in with the Mardu Woe-Reaper. I highly doubt he makes the trade. But of course like to draw a land there. But did not. Did not happen. We'll go ahead and put out a Battle Brawler. Now we have a 3/2 and a 2/2 and our opponent down to 16 life. We have Valorous Stance to take care of any big drop he puts out. Temur has some really interesting cards at the moment. I still am... One of my favorite cards, one of my favorite Planeswalkers, is still Sarkon, the Temur one. It puts in dragons. I'm thinking that he is underutilized in a especially a format that can easily have that mana to cast him. So we do hit a swamp here. We'll go ahead and attack in with the Mardu Woe-Reaper. The Draconic Roar takes care of my Battle Brawler. He has a Thunderbreak Regent that we can kill coming up, which we will do so next turn. With the Valorous Stance, will do 3 damage to us, but I don't think that life is necessarily the biggest issue with the Brutal Hordechief. Ultimate prices will be good here. Man, we have a great sideboard versus this deck as well. Here comes the Thunderbreak Regent. And I'm sure he'll attack in with the Rattleclaw. He should. He decides not to, and we will not do 1 life for no reason. We will Valorous Stance the Thunderbreak Regent. Hits us for 3. No biggie, though. He has a Stubborn Denial, huh? All right. Well, Stubborn Denial does work, and that might end up being the game due to the Stubborn Denial. Can't attack into the Thunderbreak Regent. It's such a very good card in Temur. 3 cards left in his hand. And see if another Thunderbreak comes out here. Even bigger than the Thunderbreak. An Icefall Regent. So it's going to be Temur Dragons. And at this point, I think I just need to attack with, or put out the Secure the Waste to at least gain some life here. Do I secure for 3? I think I use my mana and secure for 3. Complete Disregards actually aren't the greatest in this deck. We can get rid of a Battle Brawler. See if he's got another Stubborn Denial in his hand. He does not. And that's the only card I can get rid of. And these cost 2 more to target them. Valorous Stance on the Icefall Regent would be sufficient, but I think Brutal Hordechief attacking in for 2. Or Sorin putting out a 2/2 flyer and then making him attack both of them into Sorin might actually just be better. Unless he just has another Stubborn Denial. I would love to just Valorous Stance this Icefall. We can do that at any time. It would take 4 to do so. So Sorin puts out a 2/2. He has to attack both of them into Sorin if he wants to kill Sorin. Otherwise, I can block with Sorin. Or we can just Valorous Stance right now. He attacks in for 4. I Brutal Hordechief and can attack in for more. I think it's actually going to be Valorous Stance. Oh, geez, I can't even use it. Yeah, that changes things. It's going to be Sorin then. Because this has toughness of 3. I never thought a 3 toughness would be advantage here for the Valorous Stance. So Sorin can come out, and I think I'll neg 2. Sorin. And he's got another Stubborn Denial anyway. I don't even know if Brutal saves us. 2 cards left in his hand. 1 card left in his hand. And if he's got another Draconic Roar, it's over. Looks like a Savage Knuckleblade, which is going to force us to block it. So Valorous Stance is 100% will stay in the deck. I think we still bring in these Self-Inflicted Wounds. I think it hits enough. Huh, it gives it haste and then decides not to attack in. Complete Disregard is power 3 or less. Complete's actually pretty bad in this one. We lose our first game in a while. Close one, though. That's a lot closer than it seems. Ultimate prices are great. We don't need Abzan Advantages. And Complete Disregard is actually quite weak in this one, which is crazy that I'm saying that. I think Self-Inflicted Wounds do want to come in if he's running Savage Knuckleblades. I do want a few of them. It will hit. But what do we not want? It's Bloodsoaked Champion or Mardu Shadowspear once again falls short in this particular match. I actually like the Bloodchin Rager though. Well, we could go aggressive and then he could have a hard time, but he does have the Draconic Roars. I'd rather have cards like Wingmate Roc come in here. And I do want at least a few Self-Inflicted Wounds. Like, I think 2 is the right number. And if that's the case, I think just a Raider Spoils can come out. Maybe just 1 Self-Inflicted Wound. Raider Spoils is okay versus this. I'm thinking he's going to bring in some board wipes. Some Radiant Flames. I think Temur is incredibly powerful in the metagame right now. It's perfect for Green-White Megamorph. I think it just goes over the top of Green-White Megamorph and has all the answers through cards. Stubborn Denial is great for, like, a lot of their stuff dodges Silk Wrap. A lot of their guys are bigger than Dromoko's Command can get. I think what they need is some way to interact with the graveyard, possibly, but you even have access to Treasure Cruise with Temur now, and it wouldn't be that hard to actually Treasure Cruise with all the fetch lands. Even though we're still missing, the problem with Temur especially is we're missing the the dual land for either blue-red or green-blue. Yes, I'd like to play first. Nope, can't keep this hand. Much better. We have, this is a great hand. He needs a Draconic War. We'll put that on top. Start off with a Mardu Woe-Reaper. And we have a Battle Brawler coming up. Sure, like cards like Fire Impulse came in. Or Wild Slash. So hopefully we get in there for that early damage, and then we'll be able to find our later drops like the Wingmate Roc. I'm not quite sure Wingmate's actually the best. Maybe I shouldn't have brought those in. Love to see just like a Rattleclaw Mystic here. And it's a Beast Collar Savant, which can actually block my... And a Jada Offshoot, which is basically dead for versus us, so I'm actually glad he brought those in. We can throw out our tap land here and throw out the Chief and attack him with both. And he's going to be taking 7. I'm sure he'll throw the Offshoot in front of the Battle Brawler. I'm surprised he doesn't, unless he's got a fetch land that he's going to try to gain. How much life does it gain per land? Just 1 life. He can absorb some the next time around. He can put out his Thunderbreak Regent. We can kill it with Valorous Stance. And it's only 1 life he's going to gain. He would actually have to... No, he wouldn't have to shock himself for a Thunderbreak Regent. Draconic Roar on a Chief of the Edge is what I'm assuming is coming down here. And he does have the Thunderbreak. We can still attack in the Battle Brawler. Unless he's got another one in his hand. Oh, this only goes towards creatures. Okay, so Rattleclaw Mystic. Still think I attack in with everything. I'd love to draw into a... Huh, there we go. There's our Horde Chief. We'll attack in with both. This forces his hand with the Rattleclaw. Or he can actually just block with the Offshoot and keep it alive. Guess he's not needing the Rattleclaw anymore. Goes down to a 7. Thunderbreak is most likely going to come out here. And if he's got another land, he does have Stubborn Denial. No, he does not have Stubborn Denial now, though. We do need to draw into a white card. Like a Mardu Woe-Reaper number 2 would be great. The Mantis Rider just in this mix? A Wanderer. So a 4-color Wanderer, it's a 6/6 Vigilance Trample. We will kill it. He's actually, is he dead just with this? We make him all block the Battle Brawler and takes 3 for 5? No, it's not. So Valorous Stance on the Wanderer. And attacking with both of these puts him down to a 4 immediately, and now he can still block with the Offshoot on the Battle Brawler. See, I think that's the wrong play here, because I think he needs to try to gain some life and kill off the Horde Chief. This with 2 cards is going to be very hard for him to do. I think this one is gonna go our way. Thunderbreak. Well, he's got Thunderbreak and Draconic Roar. And that could actually get the job done. He does not. Okay. Let's go back to the sideboard. Self-Inflicted Wound is looking a lot better now that I know he's got some bigger creatures in there for green. Complete Disregard can take care of plenty of cards, but at that point, like it's Rattleclaw Mystic that would be taken care of. Wingmate Roc continues to be kind of the weird card in here. I think we take out Wingmate. And Bloodsoaked Champion is actually looking... Yeah, Bloodsoak's actually looking very weird here. That I think that Wingmate and Complete Disregards might actually be better. Or just keep one Bloodsoaked in. They get in for quite a bit of damage, but if he's bringing the plants in, I think that... I'm going to... What can Complete Disregard actually even kill? I think Raider Spoils is even better. We'll see if that ends up being the right play. Because we know Complete Disregard can take care of the Beast Callers. We know it can take care of the plants if we have to kill a plant. Rattleclaw Mystics. But that's it. And those are cards I don't think we care too much about killing. Double Secure the Waste with Raider Spoils and Self-Inflicted Wound. Yes, we'll keep this. Basically no dead drops. We have all of our sources. It is slow, which I don't know if we want to be playing the slow route. But I am definitely okay with... Hey, and that makes it so much better. Mardu Woe-Reaper first turn. Now if he puts out a plant, this turn we will make him sack it. And there it is. He'll gain a life off of it at least, but then that life will be negated. And we have a Valorous Stance, so this has turned out to be a great hand. Do want to hit some more lands for the Secure the Waste. Raider Spoil Secure is going to be very, very good. Valorous Stance can take care of a Savage Knuckleblade if he gets a Knuckleblade out this turn. Still plenty of cards in his hand. Plenty of Rattleclaw Mystic. And another Frontier Bivouac. Or Bivio, or however you say that, don't care. We have a Chief of the Edge. Which we can get rid of his offshoot to gain a life. In this matchup, I think life is very relevant. And here he might make this trade. He does not. He's down to 14. A land off the top would be very interesting if he Thunderbreak Regents and keeps up his Rattleclaw. Just another offshoot. Which is terrible. This card's not good to bring in against Warriors. I'm going to get... bigger than just a 0-3. Through so many different ways in my deck. Through Raider Spoils, through Sorin, through any sort of the Chiefs. So it looks like Thunderbreak's going to come out here and we'll Valorous Stance it. And he does not have the counter up this time. Actually, if we draw a land... Yeah, if we drew a land there, I think we would just Raider Spoils, but we'll go Valorous Stance. Kill a Thunderbreak Regent. Attacking for 6. He lets that go through. Down to a 9. We do miss our land drop. We have a Self-Inflicted Wound that makes him sack a creature. At this point, I think we just start hitting secures. See if he Draconic Roars. He roasts the Chief. And does not have a Savage Knuckleblade. Wonder if he'll attack in with the Rattleclaw. So if we draw one more time into another land, we can raid our spoils. Perfect. And now, if he does not block, we get a card, which I don't think he wants to trade. Yeah, you block here, buddy. You have to block. Really? There's a Wingmate Roc. Three cards in hand. At this point, secures are very powerful. So are Wingmate Rocs. Beastcaller, not so much. It's kind of a dead card. He could still have that 4. Yeah, he's going to bring out the 6/6. It does have Vigilance and Trample. Ugh. We have a Plains here, so I could actually attack in the Mardu Woe-Reaper and then throw out the Wingmate Roc. I think we just secure the waste, though. Do I do it right now? I could attack into the Mardu Woe-Reaper, get the 3/3s out. And then he has one turn to try to kill me. I hate that to be a stubborn denial. But a Radiant Purge, I don't think he's playing the Radiant in his deck. And if he is, it wipes his board. I think we're just going to do it right now to play around a stubborn denial. This gives us 2 life. And now he doesn't want to attack into a Woodland Wanderer. He does have plenty of cards left in his... Well, I was going to say plenty of cards left in his hand until that land came out. The Jotty Offshoot's not bad. This card's actually pretty good against aggressive decks. I don't really like it in the metagame right now, though. Because if it's Dragon Fodder, one's going to go through. If it is Landfall, you have Become Immense and Trample, and it just doesn't do a lot. If it's... Hey, so now he's out of cards, so he doesn't attack into the Wanderer. He can't. Why? I don't understand this. Because now I can attack into everything and then... I mean, at this point, we block. I like another card in there, and it's another card he can't sack. Yeah, we block. I'm not attacking in at the moment. We'll Self-Inflicted Wound here. Make him sack a dude. Maybe that would have been lethal. 5, no. He still has 2 blockers. And now we can Mardu Woe-Reaper. And get rid of it. We'd lose 1 card for 1 guy. If I attacked in, now we just keep things back. Maybe I attack in there and lose a guy and do 2 damage and take him down to a 3. There's not much you can do with 1 card. Unless this is going to be another Woodland Wanderer. That's still not the greatest. Looks like it's going to be a Savage Knuckleblade. Oh, that was Vigilance, huh? If I create one guy, that puts us at 3. Or 4 guys, and then you can only block 3 of them. You go down to a 1. Jeez, I think I'm actually okay with blocking this here and taking 3. No. We just take the life. Yeah, I don't secure here. So I could Wingmate Roc, put in 2, 3, 4s, and then I don't think there's much you could do. And proceed to draw a card. We'd only be able to draw 1 card and get him down to a 3. I think we do attack in with just a warrior. Awesome. And he lets it just live. I wonder if he's thinking about some sort of death touch in here. Wingmate Roc gets us some flyers. Some 4/4s to be exact. Don't think there's anything you can do for just 1 mana to win this. It's an Icefall Regent. Yep. I'm going to tap down my Wingmate Roc. Jeez. Oh, you'd have to block the Wingmate Roc on that. Gosh, I just can't let this thing just continue to do this. We have more Secure the Waste. I could throw them all Mardu Woe-Reaper. Or just a bird and a warrior. I think I'm going to do that. Just take 1. He loses his big guy. And still really can't attack in. It's pointless. Battle Brawler's fine. It's just 1 less secure, and we can get rid of his woodland. Finds a Beast Caller, which is useless. And he can't attack in here. He can pump his Savage Knuckleblade. Doesn't have trample. That is what I expected. And we'll make 3 tokens and then just win the game. So, oh geez, that is insult to injury. I mean, we just win anyway, but there's the Brutal Hordechief. Eventually we're going to draw one. And if he says something, he was dead anyway, because he could block 4, lose all of his guys. And wow, we are on quite the win streak with Warriors. This has been Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com. Thanks for watching.